What's up, guys? Ken and James here. It is a beautiful Friday, and I just wanted to give you a heads up before you watch this video. It is quite long, but there is a lot of tips and talk about fishing these baits and what I was doing to catch the fish that I caught and how I caught them when they just do not want to bite and topwater is really pushing it. But the conditions were right, the wind was right, everything was right that day. So please enjoy this video of catching fish on the Whopper Plopper slime colored 130. Come on, guys, let's go. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, guys, part two, or the beginning of part two, Whopper Plopper Challenge. I'm here at another pond. There's no wind. It's foggy. It's overcast. And I'm going to try to catch some fish with this Whopper Plopper. The 110 and the 130, but first we're gonna start with the 130. All right, so I have switched cameras. I'm gonna grab the 130 and the 110. But first, we are going to start with the 110. The good thing is the water is murky, so I might have a better shot with the 130. These fish didn't want anything to do with topwater. Not surprised. Probably a little bit more on the finesse side of things would have got it done, but I'm not after dinks. I'm after big ones with this 130. But as I've learned from the other night, it's not just big fish that hit these big ploppers. So we'll give the pond, my honey hole, a shot. See if we can't get another blow up and maybe even a fish. Let's do it. All right, guys, we are at stop number 2. I'm gonna grab the 130 and get out there and see if I can catch some fish. Let's do it. All right, so gonna grab the 130 and see if we can't find some fish. It's still overcast, and I think it's a good opportunity right now. So let's see if we can make it happen, guys. All right, guys, here we go. This water is so much clearer than the other pond that I was just at. The wind is blowing a lot harder as well, so that may work in my favor. All of the conditions are right. The wind's blowing, overcast. Huge blow up out there. Huge blow up. Holy smokes. That was insane. Huge blow up. Not on my bait though. Why are you? That's why. I was trying to figure out why it was twisting up. They're just blowing up all over there. All over there. Whatever they are pushing up, it's on the surface. Bait fish or fry or something along those lines. I don't know what it is, but I want my bait out there. So it's been raining pretty consistent on and off for the last few days. I was sort of hoping that it would stay overcast and rainy so I could have a pretty good chance of catching a fish on this 130. Is that a lead for a spider? I don't know. But I got my bait hooked on a broken tree limb. Okay. We'll keep on moving down the shoreline here. I might just throw a parallel to the shoreline that I'm walking. Usually, guys, when you're trying to locate fish that are on the move early in the morning, or when there's a front or there's wind, usually the shoreline is the best place to start if you're fishing from shore. So we'll give it a cast and see what happens. Cast over the tree limb and bring it under the tree limb. I'm going parallel with the shore. All right, nothing there, so I'm going to fan cast. Oh, there's a fish. Just saw the V in the water. Yep, there's a fish coming right at it. That fish swam right towards my bait. They are active over here. I just had to follow. The leaves that are falling in the water kind of act as sort of like cover. But luckily with this whopper plopper, I can bring it through the leaves. Right along this shoreline, guys, is where I caught my PB. And that was 10-2. And unfortunately, I didn't have a camera, but I had a scale. So this is kind of an awkward cast, but I want to cast in that direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck the rod up under and push it forward. Just like that. I tuck the rod up under my arm and push forward as I cast. Use a lot of momentum when you make those casts. There is a lot of activity going on over here. Just wish I could hook into one. And then my challenge will be complete, but we will not stop day or night. I'm gonna keep on trying to get another fish on the 130 for you guys. This is gonna call the majority of the big ones. If I do happen to catch a fish in the daytime, I have a feeling it's not gonna be a small one. So we're gonna keep on casting. See what happens. It's definitely a challenge to do this when the water is so clear. When you are throwing this 130, it is extremely beneficial to have a 7/6 rod with a fast taper. It will give you the ability to launch this bait. And when I say launch, I mean an extremely long distance. If you have a good braid, at least 30, 40-pound braid, it will give you the ability to sling this 130 out there. Being able to cast further is definitely an advantage to other people if you're fishing a body of water that is heavily pressured. To be able to do things that other anglers aren't able to do or don't do is going to be a benefit in your favor. So having a long rod and heavy line and a bait that has a decent amount of weight to it is going to put you at a better place to catch better fish and more fish, because you have an advantage over the other anglers. 7/6 rod is pretty small for me. I can cast this thing with one hand with no problems. I can reel this thing in with one hand with no problems, but I'm a bigger person, so having a bigger rod really doesn't have an effect on me. It just has an effect on how I am able to transport and store my rods. All right, well, the sun is starting to come out, which is not good. It kind of ruins my my whole concept here. So we're going to give it a few more casts, and then we're going to call it for part 2. Oh, there it is. There it is. Nice and slow, guys, on this 130. Barely hooked. Barely hooked. Nice. Beautiful. Man, are those teeth sharp. This guy has been eating nothing but bait fish. Challenge completed on part 2. What a big, nice, long, healthy fish. Look at that. Beautiful fish. On the 130. Boom. There we go. Challenge complete, guys. Get a release on you if I can. This ground is mushy still. I don't know how soggy this ground is. Well, it's not bad. There's some little frogs. It's pretty solid over here. Let's see if I can sweeten the deal. Can I catch one more? That was awesome, guys. Don't ever give up. Keep pushing. Unless, obviously, the weather restrains you, but never give up. And that wasn't even really that big of a fish. It was a good fish, but nothing like what I'm used to catching out of here. But I literally saw that fish come up and clobber this 130. Awesome. Freaking awesome. Perseverance, guys. Perseverance. Remember what I said about these leaves acting as the cover for the fish? It's not so much structure. Well, it kind of is. It kind of is structure. But essentially what these leaves are to the fish is something that they can relate to. And a lot of times, if you can get out there on a vessel and fish those lines, whatever kind of structure they are relating to, if you cast parallel to those lines of cover slash structure slash relative cover, that's what I'm going to call it. It's not structure, it's cover that they can relate to. My plopper is full of leaves and debris, but that is the price that you have to pay sometimes in order to catch fish. You have to be persistent and you have to not get frustrated. Really, really easy. Patience. It is a hard concept for a lot of people, but if you're going to be an angler and you're going to be a serious angler, you have to learn patience. Trust me, you have to learn patience. And I am by far one of the most impatient people that there is when it comes to fishing. If you want to put multiple fish in the boat and good fish in the boat, you have to learn patience. Learn how to read nature and what she is telling you. Because a lot of times, the animals and the weather and the structure will give you a lot more information than sonar will. And to be honest, the sonar that I have on my boat sucks. So as far as using an actual electronics system, that is something that I do not have. But I do know, in order to sweeten the deal, I needed to come out here at night. If I come out here at night, I am about 90% sure that I will hook into a decent sized fish. Okay, so to finish off this 2-day challenge, it has been a grind, but we have caught a fish on each one of these whopper ploppers. The ones I used was the size 90 monkey butt, the size 110 monkey butt, and the 130 in the slime color. So, first day, to recap, we caught some in open water, grass underneath, running it over the grass. They come out and they hammer it. Shallow. Very, very shallow. Day 2, part 2, whatever you want to call it, working the shoreline, hitting up the bank, working the relative cover, the leaves, and working on my bait through the leaves and sometimes getting caught up in the leaves, but it has been an absolutely productive day. So all the baits that I used, all the rods that I used, I'm going to link in the description below. And I hope that you enjoyed these. Like the video if you did like it. If you want me to do more of these, hit that like button. Leave a comment below and let me know what the next challenge is that you want me to do. I'm stoked. Super stoked. But I'm still going to try either Friday night or Saturday night. I will be out on the water somewhere and I will catch a fish on the 130 at night. It is so much fun. It's so much fun. We are 4 people away from our 200th fresh subscriber giveaway. So subscribe, stay up to date on all of my latest videos. Follow me on Instagram, Freshwater Massacre. Keep those lines wet and tight. I love you guys. Live long, love hard, catch fish. You know the deal. Alrighty guys, this is where my video was supposed to end, but I just couldn't stay away from the slime donkeys. So I head back around to the other side of the lake. The lake that I did not fish, that part, and I didn't fish the dock. I went straight to the shallowest part of the lake. Check out what happens. Number 2, guys. Was not coming off. Here we go, guys. Number 2 on the 130. Pretty fish. Got her back in the water. Hey, baby. See you later. Awesome. The fish that I have caught have not even been in 3 feet of water. It's all been shallow, like ridiculously shallow. Oh man, what an awesome day. Now, we're gonna get our footage uploaded so you can see a great day. Perseverance, guys. It will take you a lot of places.